I had a topic I wanted to go over before we get in this reading because I feel like it's a continuation from the last reading I did titled, They're Pissed Because You Exposed This. And I put a lot of focus on people that are jealous and people that allow their envy to overtake them. We even touched a little bit on monitoring spirits, envious spirits, things like that. And I came across this video about a woman named Kyla Spring. And girl, when I tell you that her speech and her response to racism at Kentucky University, I believe it was, and being abused, going through abuse, it touched my spirit in a way to where, girl, I was bawling, I was crying, and I was crying tears of joy as well as, crying out of sympathy, just seeing that it hurt her so much. I felt that. And just to see how graceful she was, responding to that abuse was absolutely beautiful. And I wanted to go over that. So guys, watch this video all the way till the end if you want to see her speech. But she said something powerful that I think we could all consider, right? When they go low, we go high. And when I heard that, I said that was so empowering and so beautiful to see a Black woman standing strong, even in the face of adversity, not with anger, not with vitriol, not with hostility, but with grace and poise and confidence, in front of all those people, telling her story and showing her emotion openly like that. It was inspiring and empowering. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because my focus is not going to stay on the envious spirits on this channel. My focus is going to be on both ends. So when we notice abuse, or when we notice someone that's envious of us, or when we notice that people are taking out their frustrations on us, or talking down about our appearance, or talking down about whatever it is that they could think of, right? I love that saying, when they go low, we go high. Now, I will say this. There are times where sometimes you got to get down and dirty with certain people in a legal way, right? Because some people that doesn't work. It doesn't work on them. But in the grand scheme of things, okay, when you see the forest for the trees, I think that it's very fitting. And I think that that's something that even I could apply within my own life. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Now, I won't make this reading too long.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Because I know that they've been extremely long lately.
Always lying to me. Why? You lying so much. Why? You making it hard for me.
So let's get into this. Holy Spirit, please give me a Celtic cross of the current energies for the collective, all zodiac signs, and the best advice to navigate through these energies. Thank you, and Archangel Michael, please protect me before, during, and after this reading. Thank you. Let me get an amen to that in the chat, girl.
I ever, somebody call it Bobo.
Okay, amen. I want to touch a little bit more on what we started with, right? We started with Kyla Spring's story. And I want to touch on this week. The company that I work for has been changing me in ways, in positive ways, that I never could have imagined. There have been some things throughout this week, and I won't get into detail, out of respect. But there have been some things that I had noticed and had some concerns about. And instead of taking the route that I usually do, where I hold it all in and just grin and bear it, right? I decided, you know what? I think I need to talk about this. And guys, as I'm speaking, the 10 of Cups just flipped. So we're going to put that here. That's in the present position. It looks like things are getting better. We're on the upward tick, but let me finish what we're talking about. We're going to get into the reading when I lay it all out, right? But we're starting good. We have the star at the bottom of the deck. I love it. I love to see it. Healing, happiness, emotional fulfillment. You know, even those of you that have found love, you're finding real love, genuine, committed love. And you're getting along with those around you, and you're starting to see positive changes come from your journey of healing and maintaining your peace and having an optimistic outlook on life. So that's what I'm seeing so far. But back to what I was touching on, right? So with the things that I've been learning, instead of holding everything in with the concerns that I had, I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and open up about what it is that I'm seeing. And some of these things, you know, I realized were due to my perception. And another thing that came to mind before I came and did this reading was perception is indeed reality. And you can change your reality just by changing your perception of things. That was my first lesson. Actually, reaching out and opening up was my second lesson. Because usually, like I said before, I hold everything in so as not to disturb the peace and so as not to rock the boat, so to speak. But me not speaking up was also, in a way, rocking the boat. Not just for me, but, you know, my perception of things. And I've also learned that it's okay to let my guard down just by opening up and sharing my concerns. And it's so refreshing to finally be in a company that not only respects their employees, but they do look out for everyone. And I think that's beautiful. I think that my third lesson, or rather, hell, maybe it's third or fourth, whatever, don't hold me to that. But I love the fact that I'm learning more about teamwork. I'm a lone wolf. That's me. I prefer to do things on my own. I've been so used to disappointment that I didn't realize how quickly it became part of my perception on things, and how that line of thinking was kind of holding me back a bit, you know? And so even though some of my concerns were, you know, a source of stress and a source of doubt even, and frustration even, because I decided to open my mouth, closed mouth don't get fed, right? Because I decided to open my mouth and in a professional, calm, cool, calm and collected way, I was able to not only see things in a different way, but also learn how to handle those emotions of frustration, stress, doubt, because I decided to open up and share my concerns. So I think that all of that ties together. And I'm sorry if it came out a little jumbled, girl, but I know that you guys will understand, especially to the OGs. Like, y'all know me. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't really know me, but you know me from all of the live streams that we did. You know, you see me in real time acting a fool, you know, and I might bring that back. Y'all drop it in the comments if y'all would love to see that again. But so anyhow, not to go on a full, long, drawn out tangent, but I just wanted to share these things with you because I feel like this is the energy that we're stepping into. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck because I feel like they're done being shuffled. We need to get right into it because at the bottom of the deck, I see this King of Pentacles. So already I feel like financially we're a lot more controlled in what's coming in and what's going out. We're maintaining our stance when it comes to managing the finances, managing the household, managing ourselves and our vision. I also see abundance coming in. So the money that is coming in, it is coming in pouring in. And I think that as we're receiving, you know, we're receiving all of this abundance and all of these blessings, that we're learning how to properly maintain what it is that we have. So it doesn't necessarily have to just stop at money. It could also be, you know, new home, a new position at work. Some of you guys may have started as an employee and you're focusing on moving up the ladder for some of you. And I see that you're able to do so. You're able to put in the work. You have more control over your position, over, what you're able to do within the workplace. Now, when it comes to the home, I feel like you're getting a lot more resources. And when I say resources, I don't just mean finances, right? I mean, you're getting connections. You're able to network and find other people that have different skills that could maybe help you remodel or help you start a business, a real estate business, or something to that effect. But this Ace of Cups reversed, some of us may be deciding, to kind of close ourselves off a little bit because it's a little bit conflicting with that Ten of Cups in the present position here. Some of us could do well with opening our hearts more. Just straight up. A lot of us may be blocking our heart off. A lot of us may have been feeling drained, dealing with people that didn't reciprocate over the years, dealing with people that did not love us in the way that we loved them, if they loved us back at all, for some of us. And due to that, I think a lot of us have closed our hearts off. And it could be blocking you from being able to open up. You see how that ties together? Like opening your heart, opening your mind, opening yourself to new opportunities and new experiences and new people and new mindsets. I think that's a big theme right now. I'm seeing, even though that this is reversed and we're dealing with, unrequited love in the past, and we felt like we gave and gave and gave and gave until we had nothing left. And now we're still trying to recover from that. But some of us may still be holding on to that. And right now, I feel like we're still working through that process. I think that you guys are definitely on track when it comes to opening up. But maybe there's been some hesitation for some of you to want to open up. And I see someone here. I saw the King of Pentacles earlier, so I'm going to call out the signs as I always do. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, male, and now we have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male. King of Swords coming here. Some of you guys could be getting word from a manager of a company or getting word about something concerning your home. So this could be even new avenues of money. Some of you guys may be looking to invest, looking to start a real estate business or start something on the side. Maybe you have a 9-to-5 and you're trying to start something on the side and you get communication that, yes, you can come work for us, or yes, we can assist you with grant money for this, or anything like that. I feel like that's the energy that's coming in for the lot of us. And there could be some quick, direct communication that's coming in from someone as well that is very logical in their thinking. They take care of their business, they take care of the home, they make sure that their money is in order, and they're very factual. They're factually based when they speak. And they don't allow, other people's emotional states and don't allow other people's emotions, let alone his own, get in the way of the way he communicates and the way that he delegates. And so I feel like this is what we're embodying, and that's good to see. Now let me lay the rest of this out before we start getting deeper into what's coming through. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So there could be, let me wait. Let me lay it all out. I knew that was coming. So this is a mixed bag, you guys, right? This is what I saw initially. And I want to touch on this just a little bit more because I love to see it. You're starting to get along with those around you. Some of you have found new people that you are connecting with, and you guys actually see eye to eye on things. And even if you don't, you guys are still able to hold a friendly conversation and, still be able to get along and work together. I feel like this situation could be more family based. So some of you guys are focused on, if you guys have been dealing with proposals, congratulations for those of you that have. For those of you that have gotten married, congratulations, because I do see that here. But when it comes to friendships and connections and networking, I do feel like you're starting to get along with those around you. And it could be due to some of you deciding to open up. Now, when it comes to money, like I said in the last reading, money is no longer funny. You are recovering what was lost. So if you had to spend a lot of money on unexpected expenses, maybe there were some repairs that needed to be done around the house, or, something concerning your car, something that's concerning some unexpected debt that needs to be paid off, you're able to recover what was lost from that. And not only are you able to pay off said debt, but now you're able to save and invest. Now, what I see challenging this situation, or the heart of the matter here, is there's a missed opportunity. There could have been a missed opportunity with someone here, because I do see someone is traveling with this Knight of Wands here. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, younger male. It could be an Aries specifically for some of you that this reading is mentioning, for those dealing with the male fire sign. But someone could be traveling, or maybe they're moving. I also feel like some of you guys are taking action on your creative pursuits, going to work, finding work for those of you still looking. You guys will definitely get word about an interview that maybe you had, or you're being asked to interview with a company here. You might have decided to turn down one opportunity that you may have had in the past just because it wasn't fulfilling for you, and you ended up finding something that actually edified your spirit and made you feel more motivated to want to wake up and go do this job, whatever type of job that it may be. And especially to those of you in a relationship, I do see that there are a lot more there's a lot more cooperation in these relationships. Let's put it like that. There's more compromise on both ends, reciprocity, genuine love. And for some of you, you could be dealing with, especially with this Ace of Pentacles in the challenge position like that, you could be dealing with a situation where maybe there's a custody battle going on for some of you. I'm hearing custody battle, because legal battles are definitely a key theme in the challenge here. And some of you guys could be on the losing end of that, or you're dealing with someone that you have children with that's on the losing side of that. And you're able to now recover what it was that you lost, having to shell out all this money for legal expenses, things like that. I also feel like maybe you guys have decided that you're just focused on your money right now, and you may have turned down an opportunity to go out with someone, for those of you that are single, due to you needing to play catch up, so to speak, or to just simply put more of your focus on yourself for right now. Now, especially when it comes to travel, some of you guys may be looking for a new home, and maybe you get word about a better opportunity that comes along unexpectedly. And while you're searching, you may have either gotten declined for an opportunity initially that you had your heart set on, but then you ended up finding something that fit a lot more for you, the location, the type of neighborhood. All of those different factors come into play, and you end up finding something a lot better for you in the long run. Now, what I see in the future, in the near future, is this Knave of Cups here. So I feel like you guys are actually, again, starting to tap more into your heart center. So you're coming out of a time where maybe you were a little bit more blocked off to opening your heart to new offers, new opportunities, new people. But now I feel like you're starting to tap more into your heart center by speaking from the heart more than always being trapped in your head about certain things. You're also expressing how you feel, or you may get a message from someone expressing how they feel about you. And that's where you get this Ten of Cups energy as well, where you start to see, wow, maybe it is okay to let my guard down. Maybe it is okay to actually allow myself to trust. And that's so funny, because for me, it has been a long-standing issue with me. Trust issues out the yang, girl. Okay. And I was just so rigid in that standpoint, and I feel like this new beginning that you guys are walking into just by opening up, and for those of you that are artists, you're starting to tap into your artistic pursuits, your passions, music, dancing, singing, whatever the case may be. Okay, some of you guys, like for example, I know how to do a little bit of hair. I'm not certified, but I know a few things, I'll like teach myself how to do it on my own hair, and then I'll do it. Or I know how to make, faux dreads. I know how to make clip-in extensions. I know how to make all types of stuff. I know how to sew. So like things like that, for example, I think you guys are starting to tap more into that. And that's also where your bread and butter is coming in. And I say, yes, boo. Continue on that trajectory, because straight up, now that we're recovering from losses, whether it may be having to leave a place that we were staying in unexpectedly, and then finding something better in the long run, and realizing that that opportunity needed to fall away in order for us to be in a new environment, in a new, headspace. And everything new is what's bringing you all of this fulfillment, this emotional fulfillment I see here. And because you're taking action on your passion projects, you're taking action towards your goals, even in the workplace, you're taking action to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. So whatever type of field that you're in, if you're striving to be promoted or striving to get a managerial position, the more that you continue to focus the way that you have been, that's on its way. Now, touching on some of these things in regards to the legal battles, because I realized I didn't really go too much into depth about that. If it has something to do with someone that has a daughter, it could be a son and a daughter. For some of you that this may apply to, you may have to go to court and deal with a custody battle just to make sure that your kids are in the safest and best environment possible so they can flourish in school. So whether that be, okay, I'm in this location, I have this much time off, I'm able to spend more time with them, able to go to their recitals, able to go to their shows or their games, able to, financially be able to sustain them. And then you may have been dealing with a parent that maybe wasn't in that position to be able to provide that for the children. So if that's part of that, then I think that whatever you're trying to pursue custody wise will go in your favor. It's just a matter of going over the facts. And I feel like there could be a situation where someone's kid is expressing how they feel about both sides, both parents, and how they feel about which parent they'd like to spend more time with. Or this could even be a situation where you yourself are confessing how you feel about the whole entire situation, and that you think this situation would be best for your child because of this, this, and this. And because you decided to come from a place of love and consideration and logic, they're seeing that it would be best if they gave you custody, for those that are dealing with that. Now, I do see that we have come out of a period where, remember when we were talking about last time about bullies and people that always feel the need to one-up you, and people that are trying to get you, sucked into cyclical arguments and different things like that. doing it because of, whatever they're dealing with in their own lives, or their envy, that's been unexpressed, or what have you. We're coming out of a time where all that conflict that has brought a lot of frustration, that may have made us feel as though we weren't able to really enjoy this new path that we're on. We're coming out of that. And I feel like a lot of people that we've had to walk away from and move on from are still resentful about it, but you're not allowing that to get to you. Now, there could be a situation where, especially to those of you that are now willing to open your heart up to genuine love, you are still maybe working through some of your own resentments and working through some of your own, feelings of anger, grief, what have you, over any situation where it was an unrequited love sort of thing. And now although you're open to change, you still have to work through these things. So some of you could have made that decision not to move forward with someone just yet, because you know that there's still a lot of work to be done in that way. Now, especially to those of you that have dealt with betrayal in the past, you're definitely moving forward away from that. And I do feel like somebody is wanting to take action to meet you or to take you somewhere. Maybe you're planning to travel somewhere. You guys are maybe looking up different places that you could go visit. Some of you guys may be getting vacation time, paid time off, and you're deciding, you know what, I've been consistently doing this, grinding hard every single day. I think it's time to use some PTO. And you get granted that. That could also be what's coming through as well. But I feel like now we're coming out of the conflict. We're not really focused so much more on that. And that's a good thing, because feeding your focus will also feed your future and the direction your future goes. And so if we're constantly focusing on what he said, she said, and all of this that happened yesterday or years ago or whatever, it's only going to breed more of that. And I think we realize that. And we're focused more on the relationships and connections that actually are supportive and loving. So that's beautiful to see. The advice here is definitely taking something to the top. There may have been something that was missed, maybe an opportunity that was missed in the workplace, and you may need to reach out to HR about that, or you may need to reach out to, your GM, whatever person you're supposed to be going to that could actually oversee maybe the person that's over you. So like a team leader or something to that effect, being able to reach out even to the owner of the company if need be, if it requires that, but HR is usually what I see when it comes to this. And they could definitely be of assistance in a way that could not only help you emotionally for those that may have some concerns in the workplace, but could also help you achieve your goals when it comes to wanting a promotion and wanting to actually find ways to move up or find ways to help you propel forward. Now, I do see here that you're money motivated. You're definitely money motivated. You're not worried about maybe getting involved in a relationship just yet. For some of you, now some of you are already in a relationship and you're not worried about maybe trying to connect with too many people. You're just focused on your relationship and focused on your job. And that is where I'm seeing the fulfillment. That's where I see that you're most fulfilled. And I feel like a lot of us have closed the door or closed an account on something, or there's something here where we're focusing on maybe holding on to our money a little bit more than we were before. Now, I'm the type of person that loves to shop till I drop, girl. But at the end of the day, I know that we're not getting any younger, and we need to focus on how to actually sustain what it is that's coming in. And so, especially when it comes to this, a lot of us may have been, a little bit fearful about the competition, especially when it comes to relationships or the workplace, and you're afraid to maybe confront someone because you don't want to have an argument with someone. But I find if you take some time, step back a little bit, and think about, maybe even write out how you want to word things. What are your grievances? Why? And then word it in a way that is not only not accusatory, but is also productive and constructive. So maybe coming up with different solutions of your own, and maybe expressing whatever your needs and requirements and boundaries are. That way it's established. And if it's crossed, then you can move accordingly on either separating or doing whatever you need to do from there. But I feel like a lot of us are afraid to have an argument with someone here about something. Now, I'm not sure what it is, or it could just simply be, workplace competition. But this outcome, and we're going to clarify this because this is it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. The outcome is somebody is definitely getting their karma. There's a lot of karmic debt to be repaid from the people that have started conflicts with you, from the people that tried to betray you and cause loss for you. That karmic debt needs to be repaid. That's what I'm hearing. And it is being repaid. And I think as it's being repaid, they're watching you flourish and bloom and blossom and grow as a person and do better and be better and have better in life, attract better in life. And especially when it comes to your relationships and your connections, and especially when it comes to your home. I'm hearing you're glowing, honey. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you're glowing, honey. People are starting to see your glow up. And due to all of this conflict that you've come out of, thank God, right? I think that you're going to be a witness to that karmic debt being repaid. Some of you guys could be seeing 555 or 444. I feel like everything that you've been working towards is starting to manifest. And I think that a lot of people are starting to see that. You can't hide it. You know what I mean? Like, you're glowing different. Your vibe is different. Like, everyone, even people from the past, they see. They do. They see and they feel it though. So it's one thing to see it, but they feel it and they know, like, they hear it even. And I think that the decision to separate from these people that have done nothing but try to tear you down, betray you, go behind your back, and try to cause loss for you, you're going to end up getting word from someone about them having to face their karma. Straight up. And matter of fact, I'm going to clarify this real quick. And then after I do this, I'm going to be using Oracle of the Unicorns. There you go. For Oracle messages at the end. I used to do that in all of my readings, and I'm going to bring that back. And I've always wanted to do a reading with these as well. They are absolutely beautiful, girl. I'm telling you. So let me clarify this real quick, because I think we get the gist of what's going on here. Show me the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, there's going to be some unexpected changes. Something's going to happen unexpectedly. And it could be that somebody unexpectedly comes through, or somebody unexpectedly reaches out to you. It could be a Gemini specifically. Somebody may be dealing with just all of these things just not going in their favor. Let me sit with this for a minute, because that's oddly specific. We had the Knight of Swords and the Lovers. So obviously Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the Knight of Swords, but then we have the Lovers here, and that's Gemini. So I'm hearing strong Gemini vibes. And something may happen unexpectedly in regards to a third party situation. Somebody may be messaging someone telling them, hey, I've been with your dude, or hey, you know, I've been sleeping with him, or something to that effect. Or you find something in their phone, you find something in their messages on their social media, you know, and you find out that there was somebody else involved. This is for some of you, not all of you. Somebody is not making a decision, and because they're not making a decision, remember in the last reading, I think it was titled, I think it was, they're pissed because you exposed this. I think I said it in that one where I said somebody is very much so giving side chick energy. Just looking at this, I mean, look at it. Look, this is how it looks when it came out, to clarify the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So you have this dude here seeing somebody with two women, or this could be somebody expressing their anger because they're finding out that they've been the guy in the middle, or they've been the woman in the middle. This could even be a situation where somebody may unexpectedly end something with someone, and they may act like they don't know why, but come to find out they were actually trying to hide the third party. I need to look a little bit deeper into that. Now, this is crazy. This is the first reading where I'm like, hold on, because we got all this beautiful stuff going on. See, okay, so the Queen of... Girl, so we have the Queen of Wands coming out. Okay, so somebody may have angrily told their mother about something, or somebody was trying to quickly... I feel like somebody was trying to like hurry up and drive off, but I think somebody's mom saw them out with somebody, or somebody's sister saw them out with another woman or another man, or something to that effect is what I'm seeing. This is kind of weird because, or maybe someone's mother told them, you know, told the woman that their son was with, or told the man that their daughter was with, applied to your situation, that they're seeing someone, or that they have someone on the side, or it could be a friend. Maybe somebody had a friend involved as the third party, and that ended up coming out. I also see here that some of you guys may be indecisive about which way you want to go when it comes to choosing someone to maybe date, or choosing someone to talk to on a romantic level, whatever. There's definitely a lot of indecision here. I see a lot of harmony in our relationships. That's the thing. But there's definitely somebody in the middle. And they're trying to hold on to both. I mean, look. That's crazy. Somebody may express how they feel about you, or maybe they have expressed how they feel about you, and then maybe you found out about somebody else was involved. Or here's another one. I'm hearing this. Somebody's third party is their mother, and their mother is getting involved in the relationship. That's what I'm hearing. And somebody is angry about it. I mean, this is crazy, y'all. Hold on. Let me see something. Show me this Knight of Wands.
2,000 years later.
See, and I was trying not to make this reading long, y'all. And here we go. So the King of Swords comes back out again, and with the Hermit reversed. So somebody is isolating themselves. You know, they're hesitant to start something with you. They're hesitant to reach out to you. Some of you guys could be feeling that hesitation. Maybe you're hesitant to be with someone, and maybe you don't really know why. You're getting a weird gut feeling about them, and you don't really know what it is. but then you find out something unexpectedly, or they confess something unexpectedly. I'm already married, I'm hearing. Or, you know what I mean? I'm already married, and they started the relationship off as though they were single. Or I'm already in a relationship and they started this other relationship on the side off by acting like they were single. That's what I'm hearing. And I think somebody's been hiding, and somebody's been trying to communicate with them, and somebody is hiding. And I think at this point, you guys may decide to move on and it happened unexpectedly. Definite, this is crazy to me, because whoever this, or maybe somebody's friend let them know, hey, I saw your girl out with all these dudes, or what.
One eternity later.
It's so much going on with this. We gonna have to.
12 seconds later.
But definitely somebody is moving on. Somebody decided to move. Maybe this is someone overseas.
3:28 a.m.
This is crazy, y'all. Let me clarify this. Five of Swords reversed. There's so much that I'm getting right now, but I'm gonna be selective in what I say.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Five of Swords reversed today. Moon reversed. So subconsciously, I feel like you guys know that this person has, or was, or is lying about something. You just may not know what it is. And something unexpectedly happens where somebody gets caught. Somebody gets caught with somebody else. That's just what I'm seeing. Maybe when you're going out at night, or maybe you go out on a date and then they end up seeing somebody that they know, they didn't expect them to be there, and they saw what was going on. I'm hearing so much right now, but I want this to be clear and concise, because somebody might have a black dog or a white dog. Somebody might have Scorpio somewhere in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Now, I feel like, and especially with Pisces and Cancer, like, you could be dealing with a Pisces and Cancer and a Virgo here. I'm hearing somebody's on the run. And you subconsciously know somebody's lying to you. Like, and this is a dangerous, whoever this is, subconsciously you know that they are a dangerous person. They endanger others, the lives of others. I feel like this may be somebody you've already completed a cycle with, and you may have seen that they were in a relationship, but then something unexpectedly happens with that, is what I'm hearing as well. There's a lot of opposition here. You're in two minds about something. You're torn about something. But you know subconsciously that something's going on in the background. Even though things have been going relatively well on the surface, is what I'm seeing and hearing, you know that somebody's lying to you, and they've been isolating themselves. They've been hiding. I'm hearing on the run, fugitive, hiding. Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you're finding like-minded individuals to collaborate with. And I think because maybe you opened up about something or someone, that this is how something unexpectedly gets revealed to you. And this may be the reason why you decide, I'm going to turn down this opportunity with somebody, or this, this person, this place, or what have you, because you ended up finding out what it was that you were feeling on the inside. I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot. I also feel like there are those of you, especially in the workplace, you may have confessed something in the workplace that may have exposed some things that were hidden. is what I'm hearing. Or maybe it took 3 people expressing what was going on, 3 or more people to express what was going on about a particular person or about a particular position or whatever was going on in your position. And I feel like they're working with you towards the same goal. They want resolution. This is workplace I'm talking about. They want resolution here. And there will be resolution. And you start to see that you get more collaboration moving forward. But I'm hearing somebody's going to get, somebody may leave unexpectedly, leave their home unexpectedly, or leave a relationship unexpectedly, or leave a workplace unexpectedly because of something that was expressed or something that you opened up about. I also feel like this could be on the other end, that it could be someone else that you know that has opened up about something as well that may be similar in nature to your experiences, and that's when things start to kind of click. The dots start to be connected. I definitely feel like somebody's trying to sneak off. So somebody may be sneaking off at nighttime. Maybe they're going out at night and they say that they're working, but they're really not. And I'm not the type of person that would tell somebody to go through their phone, but some of you may have already done that or thought to do that. I'm not saying to do that, but if that's something that you feel the need to do, I've always heard that that's how you know it's time to go. But I'm not going to knock somebody for doing it either, because I understand that feeling. I understand, especially if you feel like somebody's lying to you. And you've asked them so much about your concerns and about what they're doing, and you're not really getting a straight answer. And you start to learn later on that they're not really being forthcoming with you about their whereabouts, where they're going. Somebody's very sneaky here, but there's definitely some lying going on. There's definitely things that they shouldn't be. They're doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Let's put it like that. And in whatever form that takes, apply it to your situation. But there's definitely somebody sneaky here. Show me the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody's afraid to separate because they feel like things have been going so well. 4 of Pentacles. So we have the 6 of Wands and we have the 10 of Swords. Wow. So do you see what I mean? This is why my face has been scrunched up through this entire reading. I'm like, what is this? Somebody's definitely in the background. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn male. Or something could come out about some lies concerning somebody with the sign. I feel like because you closed the door and decided to focus on your money, maybe somebody wanted to go out with you or go out with a group of friends, and it was just a messy situation that you didn't want to be involved in, and maybe you last minute canceled those plans or last minute decided, you know what, I don't want to do this, and maybe you decide you just don't feel like going. You want to stay home. Something's going to come out about what happened at an event in regards to that you probably decided at the last minute to not go to. That's also what I'm saying. But with this 10 of Swords, I mean, this is what I'm saying. Betrayal. Somebody is crying. Somebody is in pain about something that happened where somebody has definitely gotten stabbed in the back, or you yourself have gotten stabbed in the back by someone here. And I'm feeling like it could have something to do with family, friendships, and romantic relationships for some of you. It's like, here's what I'm hearing. Things were going so well, and what the hell is all of this? We were so happy. Why did you go and do this? I thought everything was okay. That's what I'm hearing. I thought we were good. I feel like somebody is seeing you. My son is snoring in the background, and so if you guys hear him, that's him. He is knocked out, girl.
15 minutes later.
I feel like somebody's attitude has shifted. So maybe this could be a situation where you met someone and maybe you were in a different headspace. you were in a different place in life, right? Let's put it like that. And they're stuck in life now. They're stagnant. They're not really moving forward. They're not really growing as a person. They're not really improving. Their situation isn't improving. But then they see you and you're getting all this attention and they're seeing that you're growing. You know, you're getting all these accolades. People are congratulating you and people are, you know, praising you and telling you, wow, they're showing you love and support, basically. They're telling you, wow, I see what you're doing. Keep it up. And, you know, and they're seeing so many people do that, but they're not getting it for themselves because they're not taking action. They're not making an effort to go and achieve that for themselves. And I feel like that's making them feel some type of way. I also feel like there could be a situation where somebody's going to find out about somebody's lies regarding a betrayal. Girl, and I swore this reading was going to be short today. Five of Wands. I really want to see what this is. So the world, okay, so it's telling me if you're dealing with a lot of argumentative people and people that are always trying to compete with you, they have a competitive spirit, envious spirit, monitoring spirit. Your best bet is to complete the cycle of constantly involving yourself in arguments with these types of people. No more going back and forth is what I'm hearing. And the only way for some people, the only way to achieve that is to separate, to move. I think that you'll get closure on a situation here. And somebody's lies are going to come out. And it's going to happen in a way that nobody will expect. Somebody thought that they were getting away with something. Getting away with someone. There could be multiple people involved in something illegal here. And I feel like all of this is going on in the background. I feel like you've already separated from anybody that may be involved with things like this, but you'll end up hearing about it regardless. Maybe it could be that somebody's with someone, they thought that their relationship was good, but then found out that their woman was talking to someone else, or maybe found someone else that was more compatible is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing, and right when I look down, y'all, what do we see? The Knave of Swords reversed. Okay. So somebody is definitely still trying to steal your ideas. They're trying to use what they heard you say and then say it as though they thought of it themselves. I'm seeing that. I also feel like somebody is getting bad news in regards to a situation. So somebody may decide to break up because they found somebody that's more equally yoked to them. And somebody's left feeling betrayed. Before we move on to the Oracle cards, I'm going to clarify one more card. So that's so funny. The Queen of Pentacles came out. I love that because I'm actually clarifying the advice. So we had the King of Pentacles come out and the Queen of Pentacles. So I do see some twin flame energy coming through for sure. Well, this could be mother and father as well. But I do feel like focusing on your money and your home right now is your best bet. I'm hearing take your time. Because there are some people that may try to come in because they see your success and your growth. and they really don't have good intentions. They may act as though they like you. And I'm not saying this to sound crazy or paranoid or to make you feel that way. Not at all. I'm just saying I see this time and time again where there's one person in a relationship, or maybe even a single person, for example. Let's do that, right? A single person, right? They're doing well. They have all these suitors, but then the majority of them, really, their bottom line is to leech off of your success in some way, or to use you in some way. They see you're making more money. They see that you're growing. They see that you're successful. And really their intentions are not pure. Show me this 10 of Cups. I said one more and I lied. I lied, girl. Okay. Okay. So we have the Knave of Pentacles. So I do feel like and I also see the Justice coming out, the Hangman, and the Four of Swords reversed. I had to pause to kind of read that energy, girl, because it's like my body's getting hot. Like, I think some of us may be getting that feeling around certain people, or a weird gut feeling around someone that just seems too good to be true is what I'm hearing. They're saying all the right things, but there's something there that's just, I think that you're deciding to let it go. You're deciding to let it go and focus on your money and your home right now, for the lot of you that are not in relationships. Now, for those of you that are, I mean, again, I'm not trying to make anybody feel any type of way about their situation, but this is what I'm saying. And it could be people that are in relationships or people that are single dealing with this, or it could just be family for some of you. Okay, just apply it to your situation. But there's so much here that's coming in all at once. It's like, while you're blessed and highly favored and you're doing well for yourself, and you're probably feeling better than you have in years, and then you're like, wow, I'm getting all these offers and stuff, and then you just start finding out slowly but surely that their intentions are not pure. That's what I'm feeling like. You will get your justice, though, in regards to whatever workplace issues you were dealing with, whatever was going on within your living situation. All of that will be resolved. Some of you guys could be seeing 333. Your angels are definitely trying to communicate with you about a certain situation or a place or person. Listen to that. I can only tell you what I see in the cards, but you know your situation better than anybody else. Listen to your gut feeling and open up about it. That's what I'm hearing. I was trying to tie it together. There we go, girl. Open up about it. Whatever your gut feeling is, open up in a way that can create healthy dialogue and go from there. And based off their response, you'll know for sure what's going on. But somebody could be lying about having a job. For some of you, they see that you're working, going to work every day. They could be lying, saying that they're working. They're not really making an effort at work. Something gets found out at work about that. I'm going to go ahead and get an oracle message for you guys, because I need to sit and ponder on this myself. But I'm pretty sure you're picking up what I'm putting down. And all I have to say is, you're blessed and highly favored. Just be wary of those with ill intent. Not everybody's going to have pure intentions, and I'm aware of that, but not everybody's going to have ill intent either. And that's so funny that we talked about what we did at the beginning of this video, because I had trouble being able to balance between those two polarities, you know, and being able to trust myself enough to know that when I get that gut feeling, you know, you may not see it physically, but you know. And this could be a situation like that, where intuitively you're getting dreams about something going on, and then come to find out it wasn't just a dream, that was a premonition for some of you, because you ended up finding out something that was very similar to that. Please show me the current energy for the collective. And please show me what spirit messages are meant for them. I'm really just sitting here, like, I'm sitting here calculating, girl. I'm like, okay, this could be so many different things.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Now I'm gonna cut this deck, y'all, because I'm really I'm flabbergasted. I feel like somebody is saying they're flabbergasted because everything is going so well and everything's still gonna continue to go well. But it's like you got stuff that don't even need to be. I don't even know what to say. I feel like somebody's saying I don't know what to say about what I'm seeing here. This little extreme deception. They went into it knowing that they didn't have good intentions. And then when you called them out about it, what? I can't believe you think that of me is what I'm hearing. And then come to find out when you give it more time, it's like, are you serious? That's what I'm feeling. I'm just sitting here like, okay. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, guys. Partnership, intention. That is crazy. That is crazy because I just said that is crazy. Past lives. Okay, so let's take a look. Teamwork will give you a better result. This is so funny. Yeah, we posted this today. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. Guys, do you see? I swear. Listen, y'all saw me shuffle this right here. Everything. I'm just saying. But take a look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. I love it. The next one is intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. Yes. Yes, queen. And third, past lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. So that could be what's going on as well with that Wheel of Fortune reversed. And you know what? I see one at the bottom of the deck I'm going to show as well. Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. See? That's crazy. That is crazy. So some of you guys really are already working towards that. And I have to clarify because you know what? That is so on point. Show me partnership. Okay, I'm going to leave them covered. Show me intention. Okay, and show me past lives. Okay, so I'm going to flip all these over now. Okay, now this is clarifying partnership. Beloved, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Okay, imagination. Envision your new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. Okay, and support. Ask for help. Get more rest. I was just thinking about how draining this week was, and I need more rest. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, these readings do be draining as hell. Not going to lie to you. So that's why I've kind of taken a step back on doing so many so quickly. Like, so for example, the Zodiac readings, it's a lot. It's a lot energetically just to do, especially with working full time and keeping up with things I need to do with the house and other projects that I'm working on in the background. It's just a lot to do. But get more rest. So ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. So I think a lot of us are focusing more on the self. So that's awesome, you guys. I love it. I don't want to drag this out too much further, but I'm not gonna lie, that card was so on point, and I do need rest. And I know a lot of you guys could definitely use more rest, to those of you that have been working day in and day out just to achieve what it is you set out to achieve. With that said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put Kyla Spring's speech at the end of this video as promised. And guys, you're gonna love it. But until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.
My name is Kyla Spring.
It's okay.
My name is Kyla Spring. Say your name. I'm a freshman here at the University of Kentucky. This is my first semester. In the wee hours of Sunday morning, I was physically, verbally, and racially assaulted by Jane Doe, aka Sophia Rosing, a 22-year-old student here at the University of Kentucky. I was physically, verbally, and racially assaulted by Jane Doe, aka Sophia Rosing, a 22-year-old student here at the University of Kentucky. Since then, I have taken to social media to spread awareness, and I have grasped the attention of the nation and the world. I would first like to say thank you to my friend Kansas, who is also shown in the video, for assisting me with this situation. You didn't have to intervene, and I continue to stand with you in these trying times. Secondly, I would like to thank my parents and my family back in Memphis for being a constant support system for me through all of the chaos. Lastly, thank you to everyone who has reached out to me through any social media platforms. You are the reason my story is being heard. It is our story. This is a recurring issue in and across American school systems, no matter what age. I am deeply saddened by the events that took place, but I am most grateful for justice that is to come. And to Ms. Rosing, you will not break my spirit. You will not break my spirit, and you will be held accountable for your actions. I only pray that you open your heart to love and try to experience life differently and more positively after this. To my Black UK community, I see you, I feel you, and I stand with you. We stand with you too, babe. Yeah. I matter, you matter, and we matter. We will be stronger. I'd like to leave you with one word of advice. As Michelle Obama once said, when they go low, we go high. When they go low, we go high. When they go low, we go high. Continue to address this situation with grace and humility. And keep your heads held high and lean on each other as we heal ourselves and our community. Thank you.